Hi, and welcome back to Dr. Heather ND. Today I'll be talking about some of the most frequently asked questions I get about my practice, Evergreen Naturopathic. I know a lot of you are probably new to my YouTube channel, also maybe new to naturopathic medicine in general. So I sincerely hope that going through these FAQs will help give you a little bit more insight into both what my practice is and what naturopathic medicine is. So as we go through, I'll be flashing the answers to each one of these questions up in written format on the screen. That way you can read along and it's maybe a little bit easier to follow. These are also available in a quick read format. If you want to go look at them all at once, they're on my naturopathic website. So I'll link that in the description below. I'll also put it up on the screen here so that you can see it. So let's dive in with the FAQs. Frequently asked question number 1. What is naturopathic medicine? Naturopathic medicine, and this is the definition, is a primary healthcare system that emphasizes prevention and the self-healing process through the use of healthy living and natural therapies, blending centuries-old knowledge and a philosophy that nature is the most effective healer with current research on health and human systems. Basically, we as naturopathic doctors take time-proven, effective traditional therapies and we blend them with modern scientific research in order to effect healing. And when we talk about healing in the naturopathic world, we're talking about holistic healing, so healing of mind, body, and spirit. We treat according to our 6 naturopathic principles, and these principles are: first, do no harm; treat the whole person; treat the root cause; prevent, educate, and work with the healing power of nature. And we practice according to the therapeutic order. We begin with the least invasive and most natural therapies, which are actually extremely powerful, and which are often all a patient or a client ends up needing. Ultimately, the major difference between naturopathic and conventional medicine is our philosophy. Naturopathic doctors trust that the body is designed to be in a state of health. It's actually our set point, and that the body will return to this state when given the conditions necessary to do so. We treat with the intention to heal rather than to manage symptoms indefinitely. Frequently asked question number 2. Do I have to stop seeing my current doctor? Absolutely not. Some patients choose to switch over completely to naturopathic care. Others choose to keep their primary care doctor. Depending on your health condition or conditions, you may be required to keep your other healthcare professionals on board. If your condition doesn't require this, though, the option is totally yours. Many people misunderstand naturopathic medicine to be at odds with the conventional medical system, but this is not the case. Both conventional and naturopathic medical systems have their place, and in the ideal world, patients are able to utilize either or both in a complementary way depending on what their health concerns warrant. Frequently asked question number 3. Can you take me off my medications? Unless I prescribe them for you, no. I cannot take you off prescriptions that I myself did not prescribe for you. However, many patients and clients find that through the interventions recommended by their naturopathic doctor, their need for prescription medications actually may be reduced or even completely eliminated. If you are taking prescription medications, it's important to let your prescribing doctor know that you're working with a naturopathic doctor. This way, your prescribing doctor can be on the lookout for clues that it's time to lessen the dose of your medication or take you off your medication altogether. Frequently asked question number 4. Why don't you take insurance? Evergreen Naturopathic does not accept insurance, and this is because insurance companies require services to be performed in a certain way and according to specific time constraints, and I prefer not to impose those confines on my practice or my patients and clients. Naturopathic medicine stresses time with patients. We gather a lot of health details, we take the time to really dig for root causes and put pieces of the health puzzle together. And we also educate our patients around their conditions and the changes they can make in order to promote health. I do not feel I'd be able to serve patients or clients to my full capacity while working within the insurance system. But I do accept HSA and FSA cards. Frequently asked question number 5. If I don't come to see you in person, how do I pay for your services? Payments are all completed through the secure online Stripe platform. After a visit or a new service, you will be emailed an invoice through Stripe. Payment is easy and quick, even if you haven't used Stripe before. You can pay using your credit card. Again, HSA and FSA cards are also accepted. Payment is due within 24 hours of the end of your visit or the completion of service. Frequently asked question number 6. I notice you stress the emphasis between your patients and clients. Why? Will I be your patient or your client? That's a good observation. Whether you're considered a patient or a client depends largely on your location. If you're located in California, which is the state in which I hold an active license, you're welcome to schedule naturopathic visits with me. These are medical visits in which I diagnose, order diagnostic tests, and treat specific diseases. But not all states license naturopathic doctors at this time, and our licenses are state-specific. This means that if you're outside California, I can work with you in a little bit of a different capacity. I work with you as a client. I cannot diagnose or treat specific diseases or order lab work for my clients. However, your care is not compromised, as I can still share my expertise, help you recognize your health goals, and also provide suggestions for diagnostic tests if applicable, and also comprehensive treatment ideas that you can then take to your doctor. Frequently asked question number 7. I have never heard of asynchronous email encounters. What does this service look like? That's a really great question, and actually, as I was going through the ways that people were reaching out to me and kind of noticing the patterns and figuring out the different methods I was using to help people get information and see results, I thought being able to email people is a nice, convenient way to share information back and forth, and it also seems to be the way that a lot of people prefer. It's on their own time. They can ask me questions whenever they want to. I can craft out a longer email and give them some helpful information in reply, and it's just convenient and uncomplicated, which I think are two things that we all need a little bit more of. So again, great question. I carefully crafted this option for those interested in the naturopathic approach but unable or unwilling to commit to longer, more expensive options. These encounters are oftentimes one and done, so someone asks me a question through email and I reply. However, they can be continued further if necessary, and they provide you with quick answers around the naturopathic approach to a condition that you or a loved one might be facing. So a couple examples are as follows. My doctor recently put me on statins and I'm experiencing muscle symptoms. I had muscle tightness even before starting statins. Any suggestions? So my reply to this question contained muscle tightness relieving strategies, a discussion around different types of cholesterol and why evaluating detailed cholesterol test results alongside cardiovascular risk factors is important in determining the need for statins, and also some natural cholesterol lowering supplements and diet and lifestyle strategies. Here's another example. I've just received the diagnosis of X autoimmune condition. I have no idea what to expect. I do know I'm interested in natural options. Can you help? My reply to this question contained detailed information around the particular autoimmune condition. Also, the general understanding of the cause and prognosis of the condition from a naturopathic perspective, and then some ideas around diet, lifestyle, supplement, and other natural therapies that are often key in immune system modulation and inflammation reduction. The clients and patients asking these questions left with education around their conditions, as well as concrete treatment ideas, which they can then work with their doctor to implement if they're my client, or work with me to implement if they're my patient. Frequently asked question number 8. What is Wellevate? Wellevate is a wonderfully stocked online dispensary. It has supplements, it has personal care products, and other health promoting items, and it contains brands that are quality tested and doctor trusted. I highly recommend to all my patients and clients that you take advantage of the wide variety of products that can be purchased through Wellevate. A lot of times patients think that there are only supplements on Wellevate, but again, there are also lots of non-toxic options for cosmetic, hygiene products, etc. I can directly make recommendations through Wellevate as well. This means I can send you specific items on a list, which I suggest for you, and even include dosing instructions for patients. However, recommendations aren't necessary in order for you to make purchases. The entire shop is open to you, so you can browse and buy on your own, and making an account is free, and you'll always get 10% off. When you buy more than $49 worth, shipping is free, and it's also fast. So in case you haven't noticed, in this world of often questionable supplement quality and supply, I'm passionate about helping patients and clients find sources for reliable, quality products which actually contain what their labels claim. Wellevate is one of them. Frequently asked question number 9. I'm interested in natural health but don't have any specific health conditions. Should I still make an appointment? You can definitely make an appointment even if you don't have specific health concerns or diagnoses. We call this a wellness or preventative visit. One of our main principles in naturopathic medicine, again, is prevention. The easiest way to treat a disease is actually to eliminate the conditions that might allow it to develop in the first place. That's the ideal. A wellness visit is a check-in to truly make sure that you're well on all levels, body, mind, and spirit. It's also an opportunity to learn about strategies for staying well and to get any of your naturopathic questions answered. Frequently asked question number 10. I'd like to learn more about the naturopathic approach, but I'm not ready to use your services. Where can I find more info? This is a great question. Again, I know many of you are just hearing about naturopathic medicine for the first time. You're not sure how it might benefit you, and you're definitely not sure that you're ready to commit. I really recommend booking your 15-minute complimentary phone consult, and I will place the link to the form for this in the description so that you can click it, one easy click, and it takes you to a form. It's a very short form. You can tell me exactly what you're looking for, and I'll get back to you. And if you want to use this form, you can schedule either your first visit if you're sure that you're ready, or you can schedule your 15-minute complimentary phone consult. And during that time, we discuss what naturopathic medicine is and whether it could be a good fit for you. So a free consult is not a place where we actually dive into your specific health concerns and I give you recommendations, but it's a place where you can kind of tell me what you're looking for in a doctor and in medicine, and I'll tell you what naturopathic medicine is again, and if it seems like it would be a good fit. I also recommend checking out my ebooks and following me on social media. I share a lot of free information resources on my blog, my Instagram, my Facebook page, my podcast, my YouTube channel. So I'm sending out information all the time, and a lot of it is just free and out there. And I really recommend checking those things out and taking advantage of those resources. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I sincerely hope these FAQ answers were helpful and informative for you, and that you feel confident in your decision to move forward with naturopathic medicine. In case you haven't noticed, I do love informing people around this topic, and I'm happy to answer any more questions you may have. Reach out to me through any of my social media platforms or by using the contact form link in the description. I'm wishing you and yours great health.